Transform chords into riffs, patterns and accompaniments with Squaredheads Nora CM, a powerful polyphonic arpeggiator that's free with issue 225 of Computer Music Magazine. Nora CM comes in VST, AU and MIDI FX formats. Hook it up to receive incoming MIDI notes, route the plugin's output into a synth or instrument plugin, and get to work creating involved patterns and riffs via the phrase editor, a DAW-style piano roll. Precisely edit your sequence in a way that makes regular arpeggiators look primitive. Edit, lengthen, copy, cut and paste individual notes. Apply swing. Sequence multiple clips with the playlist. Then save your patterns with the onboard browser. And Logic Pro 10 users get Nora CM in MIDI FX format, for ease of use. To follow this tutorial, start by loading beats.wav, a simple backing beat in a 120 BPM project. Being a MIDI instrument, Nora CM's MIDI output needs to be routed into another virtual instrument's MIDI input. To do this, create two MIDI or instrument tracks in your DAW. Drop chords.mid on the first track, then load a rich sustained synth patch with a fast attack on the second. Alpha CM's key organ digital TC preset fits the bill here, and will also apply a touch of reverb and delay. Now load Nora CM on the first track. Then route its MIDI output into the synth track's MIDI input. The MIDI routing process varies amongst DAWs, so consult your preferred host's manual. Nora CM is now sitting between the incoming MIDI notes and the synth's MIDI input, but it's not arpeggiating the synth yet, as we haven't told it to let any notes through. Nora CM's GUI is fully scalable, so click and drag the bottom right edge to resize the plugin and fill your available screen space. Drag the horizontal and vertical scroll bars, or click and drag in the top right zoom button to navigate, zoom and resize windows. You can right click in the zoom button to auto scale the zoom to fit the currently looped area. The main section, the phrase editor, resembles a traditional piano roll found in any common DAW, with bars and beats running from left to right as our DAW is playing. Click to enter notes on the grid, allowing notes of the incoming chord sequence through. Triggering our Alpha CM patch. Right-click deletes a note. On the main phrase grid section, the horizontal rows represent the lowest three notes of any incoming chord. Nora CM actually allows you to arpeggiate up to 4 notes. To switch from the default 3 notes per octave to 4, head to the top left options menu, select phrase options, and then set notes to 4. You can enter vertical rows of notes to create chords. Our incoming chord notes can be sequenced across 3 octaves. There are 3 groups of rows on the phrase grid. Enter notes in the center group to play them back at their original pitch. Or play those notes at +1 or -1 octave by entering them in the upper or lower group. Again, use the phrase options menu to choose between 1 and 3 octaves. Let's look at Nora CM's editing functions. Left click to add a note. Click and drag notes around, or move them with your computer keyboard's arrows. Hold Shift, click and drag to enter multiple notes. As we said before, right-click to delete notes. Drag a note's edge horizontally to resize. The current snap value, changed via the Snap Options drop-down, snaps note editing to the current value. But hold Command to draw or drag off the grid. Hold Control while moving a note to duplicate it. Hold Shift and drag a note up or down, to transpose it up or down by one semitone within the note. You'll see transposed notes are marked. Hold Shift and double click to remove this transposition. Hold Control and click and drag to lasso. Editing will now affect all selected notes. Undo, redo, copy, cut and paste are all accessed via either the top center menu or the Edit drop-down. Unlike most arpeggiators, Nora CM allows you to edit velocity on a per-note basis, performed by clicking and dragging a note's velocity bar in the bottom velocity grid section. If more than one note is selected in the phrase grid, you'll only be able to edit those notes' velocities. Hit the top center Arpeggiator Engine Setup button, or click the top left icon and choose Open Arpeggiator Settings to access various options. The random velocity parameter will, as expected, randomize all notes' velocities. Useful for adding slight variation. Next, we can apply swing to both the start and end of notes. These parameters are linked by default, but can be unlinked with the toggle button. It will set start to a fairly high value, giving our riff a lazy feel that fits the heavily swung backing beats. Click in the play speed grid boxes to speed up or slow down the current riff. from 4 times slower to 4 times faster. If you remember, individual notes can be transposed up or down by a semitone, and the pitch selection scale allows us to quantize or lock these transposed notes to the key and scale set here. We've been looping only a single bar so far, so let's expand that to 2. Detoggle the automatic sequence length button, found at the phrase editor's top. Then drag the end cursor to the end of bar 2. Now control-click and drag to highlight the notes. Hit the copy button at the top, place the cursor in bar 2, then hit the paste button to copy the riff. Change notes in this second bar to taste. You can rename your phrase in the phrase editor's top left menu bar. The bottom playlist section is a timeline for sequencing and chaining multiple patterns. Drag clips from the browser, open via the top center menu, into here, or Ctrl-Shift left-click to add a new empty clip. Drag a clip out to loop it. Clips are saved, again using Nora CM's browser. Simply drag a clip into the browser and it'll be saved in there. Be sure to explore Nora CM's 400 presets for plenty of inspiration. Finally, as a bonus for Logic Pro 10 users, Nora CM and Nora Harm come in MIDI effects format, meaning you can call up the instrument in a MIDI effects slot before an instrument, bypassing any fiddly MIDI track routing. The component file must be copied to your Max Components folder, and then it will appear under the Audio Units section of a Software Instrument Tracks MIDI effects list. If Nora CM's melodic manipulations have you itching for more, take a look at the full version, Nora 2. It features up to 5 octaves and up to 8 notes per octave, a powerful pattern editor allowing 64 patterns per track, a randomizer for generating patterns, over 1200 presets, and more. Head over to Squaredheads' website for the full lowdown, squaredheads.com.
Download over 30 exclusive plugins. Get hundreds of pro-quality samples and power up your production skills with in-depth tutorials. We break it down for you step by step, and you'll see exactly how it's done in expert video guides and producer masterclass sessions with pro producers. Get all this and more with Computer Music Magazine every month on iPad and iPhone, PC and Mac, Android, and in print.